If you believe Malcolm deserves justice, keep asking questions, share his story, demand answers, because this isn't the end. This is just the beginning. Ooh wee! And that is the end of the article right there. Like I said, when I found out that he had passed and everything, I immediately, my thought was like, it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. I said, this man knew how to swim. This man was healthy. You know, he was a quiet person, but, you know, he was out and about. He did his thing. He even did music and, you know, spoke and things like that. He wasn't, you know, the typical Hollywood person, if that makes any sense. I always felt that, you know, he drowned. And then it was a report. It was a report that I seen. Please take this with a grain of salt when I said it. When I say it, it says it was reports that his daughter was also out there. I'm not sure how valid that is. And there's also a report that it was at least one or two men out there. One seen in a bucket hat in a boat. Something to that nature. But like I said, take that with a grain of salt. I can't corroborate that. You may want to do a little digging of your own to check that out. But definitely very suspicious. This man has went through a lot. I have did videos in the past like 2-3 years about him going through legal issues with his current girlfriend and how she was treating him. And it seemed like she was more, in my opinion, of a handler than his actual girlfriend. You know, this person that he had this court case with, she threatened to, you know, unalive his dog. She was going to his storage unit, taking his stuff, his cars, and all of this stuff. Even to the point where he had dropped the petition. And the reason why he had dropped the petition was basically because he was in fear because he was being threatened. By who? I don't know. You can definitely check that story out on my channel. And I will definitely try to dig that old video up and link it to this video right here. But very disturbing. And, you know, even people that I know, you know, friends and family members said that it doesn't seem right that this man just, you know, wound up deceased out the blue. But let me know what you guys think. Drop down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, I truly appreciate everyone that watches any of my videos. And with that, you guys, I will get with you in the next one. But always remember,